Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? I am going to get straight to the point here. I just want to do a quick video on another one of my passions. I felt like I needed to share this with you guys because I love nails and I have since I was a child. I have never had long fingernails. That was not in my DNA. My mother has beautiful nails, but I didn't inherit that trait from her. I have polished my nails and toenails since I was 12. And I've got my niece into it already, but that's another story. I have found the Gelish nail polish or gel of any kind of nail polish now that they have out. OPI has some, the Gelish brand that you can get at Sally's. I found that first because you can buy that over the counter, but the OPI you couldn't at the first, I don't think. I went to a salon and tried to purchase some, and they told me that it was not for sale to the public. I got some off the internet the next day, so that solved that little problem. Anyway, I had seen it on Pinterest, a picture of a lady's nails that were the prettiest color of navy blue. And I'm not a person who paints my fingernails pink, blue and green and yellow and orange and all that. I'm mostly your basic red, a frost, or brown, or something like that. Well, I found the Gelish and love it. And I have used it for 2-3 years now. If you really like a polished color and want to last for more than 2 weeks, use the Gelish. If you're someone who likes to change your polish every 4 or 5 days, don't. It's really hard to get off. You have to soak it, and then you can scrape it off real easy. And there's several places on the internet that can give you little tips and stuff on how to take it off easier. You can soak a cotton ball and then wrap it up in aluminum foil, or you can get the little packages. It's got the little like a finger cover thing to do that with. I have always been on the search for great nail polish, beautiful colors, a way to keep it on longer, and the Gelish really does work. I can paint my fingernails with the Gelish, which I have several colors, black, blue, and there's a color called Bella something. I can't remember all the names. I've got them wrote down, but I don't have them with me right now. I had it on for 2.5 weeks, soaked it off, put on the black, and left it on, and my nails are so strong, and they grow, and they don't chip, and you can knock them and get stuff all the time. I'm an RN, so I use my hands a lot. I wash my hands a lot, and it stays on. No chipping. It's been great. Okay, then I see on the TV that Revlon comes out with a color stay, which, you know, it's not been new, but it's out, and I noticed it, so I tried some of that. Now, that works pretty good. They have a base coat, you put on 2 coats of color, and then you have a top coat, which really helps in the longevity of your nail polish, but that's for you and me who go through spells we want to change our nail polish once a week. But then they come out with the color stay gel, which is really good. You don't have to use a UV light with it. You do the Gelish or the OPI or the China Glaze, which has one out now. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I got some of that, and it worked even better than the Revlon Color Stay. The base coat is already in the color, as I'm sure you've seen in the commercials. And you put on your 2 coats and put on the gel top coating, which you don't have to UV. It dries almost instantly. It's just wonderful. I do like to take a little spray dryer and spray my nails with them, and it works good too. Okay. Now, I was in Sally's the other day with my niece getting some little decorations. She likes to decorate her nails, which I do too from time to time. Little bows, stripes, squares, rhinestones, flowers, fruit, whatever they've got and whatever I'm in the mood for. And I decided to go ahead and try the China Glaze. China Glaze has now come out with one where, you know, you have your color is in your base coat is in the color, your 2 coats, and you have to cure it. And you got your China Glaze top coat, which your top coat, I have come to find out, excuse me, my nose is itching me to death, is the most important part. That is the part that really sets it. If you've got your nail polish on too thick, like if you put on 2 thick coats, it will sometimes bubble, so you have to be careful with that. 2 thin coats of your color, 1 coat of the China Glaze, curing in between each, about 15 to 20 seconds, depending on what kind of light you have. and it worked great. Then I got a little experimental. I put the Revlon Color Stay, regular, not the gel. I put my orange on, and then I put the China Glaze Gray on a pinky. And I covered all my nails with the China Glaze top coat and cured it. I didn't cure the other coats, just the top coat with the China Glaze. And it stayed on for 2 weeks. It would have stayed on longer, but I took it off the other day because I found this beautiful blue by Revlon. It's called Urban. And I did my nails. And I decorated one of them too, as you can see. This is a blue. It's a real dark navy blue. I found an Essie that's something about the boys' school coat or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, sorry. When I learned how to put stuff down at the bottom and get more fancy with this stuff, I'll put what I've talked about, the names and all that down at the bottom of the little notes. And then I striped one of them. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of hard to stripe my right hand because I'm right-handed, so it's really hard, to work. I'm getting there. I can paint them, that's for sure, but doing the decorations is a little bit harder. That's the stripe with some little squares and a round thing, that's all. I just do one or two. I don't do a whole bunch. But this is the Revlon regular nail polish. It's called the Vernis. Isn't that funny? They copied it from Louis Vuitton. Hi. Anyway, I guess it's because it's so shiny and pretty. It's called Urban Vernis regular fingernail polish from Revlon. Revlon has most every fingernail company or fingernail polish company have base coat, conditioner coat, whatever, all this stuff for your nails, which that's good to do. But solar oil is the best thing for your nails, I think, in lotion. Some good moisturizing lotion. I'm sorry, it's just, you don't need all that crap, especially if you've got pretty fingernails to begin with. You just condition them real good with solar oil after you do your manicure, and it should last. And then I did use a base coat because sometimes blue will stain your nail bed, especially in the regular fingernail polish. So I put a Revlon Color Stay base coat, then this regular Revlon fingernail polish, the Urban regular Vernis fingernail polish, and then I took my China Glaze top coat and put a top coat on them and cured them for 30 seconds on each hand, and that's it. It took me all of 35 minutes. My nails were already cleaned. I already cleaned them. I don't count that. But then I striped one. I put the decorations on before I put the China Glaze on, and I cured them in with the China Glaze. So hopefully they'll stay in longer. I had experiences with some of my decorations coming off if you glue them on afterwards. So if they're flat enough or it's feasible enough that I can put them on while my fingernail polish is still tacky, slightly tacky, I will do that. And then, of course, dry, make sure they're good and dry. Or if they're almost dry, go ahead and put that China Glaze on top. Now, that really works. I wasn't sure if it would work or not due to the different consistencies and ingredients that people put in their fingernail polish. But so far, I did these last night, Saturday night. This is Sunday, because they look awful. I don't want to go to church with them looking tacky. So, we'll see how long these last. Go back to work tomorrow night, so we'll see. They're so beautiful. I'm serious. This gel fingernail polish is really good. You have to be careful with it. Still take care of your fingernails. I still don't wear any fingernail polish sometimes. I let them breathe. Use a lot of hand lotion. Do the solar oil, which is wonderful stuff. It nourishes them and makes them feel soft and makes your skin real soft. You don't have as many hangnails. And it doesn't dry them out. But the drying out from the UV light, from when you cure the gel polish, it really, really keeps them protected. And makes them do better. But I just wanted to tell you all about this and my nail polish experiences over my life. Try it. See what you think. Everybody's might have a different experience. The worst part about the gel polish actually is taking it off. That's the worst part. I usually soak. I try to remember to condition them real good. Like lots of lotion at first, and then I soak. If you soak for at least 15 minutes, which is hard to do, I can't stand to wait. It's hard to sit still. And then you take them, they'll just scrape, it'll scrape right off with your big fingernail. But then you have to be careful. Take a little buffer just to smooth everything off once you get it off. Again, lots of solar oil, lots of lotion, And if you can do it overnight, wear a pair of cotton gloves and let your hands heal. Then the next day, paint your nails. With the gel, it takes all 30 minutes. You put your, depending on which kind you use. If you have a base coat, cure 10, 15 seconds. Color, I usually try about 20. I have to be careful. Sometimes I burn the sides of my fingers. Ugh, that's not fun. I've learned to hold my light up a little bit higher from my fingers because it's a small one and your hand fits in there kind of tight. And just do that and you're done in 30 minutes. And you can hit them together with the gel. There's no waiting for them to dry. I love regular fingernail polish. I think it's cool, and especially it's on those times when I put a color on and I realize I really don't like it. So I want to take it off. Oh, now I got to soak it off. That's the bad part. There's a few of the colors of Gelish that I wish I hadn't got, but I thought I wanted them at the time, so I got them and tried them and didn't like them. If you want them, you can have them. But really, I'm glad that this China glaze works well on a lot of these nail polishes because that's my good top coat right there. With no drying time, you zap it. Even the coats underneath, if they're just a tad bit tacky, you can still put that gel coat on there and cure them, and you're ready to go. That's what I love about them. And they last longer. They don't hardly chip. If you really hit your nail, it's going to break, and it's going to chip. But normal wear and tear, no. When I was on vacation and I had my nails done, I did them myself, of course. They didn't chip one iota, okay? They were beautiful the whole time, and I loved it. And then they grew, of course. It gives them some sort of protection, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know about my little experience and show you how pretty my nails are. I just love them. I love the blue, the navy blue. I don't like big old bright blues. I'm sorry, I can't handle it. I don't like fuchsia colors. My favorite color is red, period. Red toenails, red fingernails. I would love to be able to wear red lipstick, but it just doesn't work on me, folks. So, anyway, you'd think it would with this blonde hair, but no, it didn't. That's about all. I mainly just wanted to talk about the nails and stuff, but I hope y'all can find some kind of information in this. I hope you can get some kind of ideas. I love to check Pinterest, you know. I've got every little decoration I think I could find in my area that I liked that wasn't too teenagey. But I did find on eBay some little bitty tiny Louis Vuitton, the LV that you can put on your nail. And you got to be careful putting them things on, because if you don't get them on good and get them flattened enough against your nail, get them covered good, they hang on stuff, and the next thing you know, they're popping off and you're losing them. They're just real tiny, but they're gorgeous. And I put those on from time to time. I could have put one down here somewhere, but I didn't even think about it until I had already got them done. I was really kind of mad at myself, but I'll do that next time, because I've got the Essie that I want to try next. I got some real shiny platinum looking white Revlon regular fingernail polish that I have seen way back when I was a child, and so I got that. Sally Hansen used to make it, but I don't think they make it anymore. It's like a frost. It's really pretty. I'm going to do that next. And then I'm going to go try the Essie Blue, which it might be a little bit darker. It kind of almost looks like it's almost black. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not. I've never tried an Essie fingernail polish anyway. I'm mostly Revlon, CoverGirl. By the way, if anybody out there knows of where you can find Revlon discontinued from years ago, there's a color called Chocolate Bar that I would love to have. Can't find it on eBay. I found something called Hot for Chocolate. And I've got one order that should be here in a couple of days. I'm going to try it and see if it's close. There's also a Toast of New York. It's a brand. It's a lighter brown. The Chocolate Bar is more like a deeper chocolatey brown. And then there's Susie Loves Cowboys by OPI. May try that one too, because it's a brown. Or if you see a CoverGirl Caribbean Coral, they don't make that anymore. I still have my bottle from the early 1900s, and it is still fresh. I have not thinned it. It's amazing. But if you ever see that anywhere, let me know. Let me know where you find it. Anyway, I hope that what I have passed on to you is somewhat helpful. I don't know if there's any other things I want to say. Sorry. If I do, I'll be back. And you have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Don't work too hard. And I will try my best to let you know, hopefully, if I don't forget, and if I have the time. And I will get back to you and let you know how my nail polish did. Alrighty? Alright, y'all have a great Sunday. God bless you. Take care.